Hey, Carly. Hi. Again. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. We're going to try this again.
Okay. Said everything's already warmed up, so it's fine.
So you're a sophomore.
Yes.
What do you study?
Child and Family Services, which is like, I'm going to work in a domestic violence shelter.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I'm really excited.
So how is high school different than college?
I think just making sure that you have everything on time, like keeping up with everything, having a planner, and keeping up with your work. Your parents aren't there, so you're really on your own. Yeah, so I think that was kind of a weird adjustment for some people, just to make sure you're doing everything. You're going to your classes, and you're keeping up with everything. So
college is a lot of, like, self-responsibility.
Oh, yeah. It's just like a little baby step before you get into the small world, but
yeah.
So
do you like high school better or college better?
I don't know. I like high school because I liked being around my family, because I'm a big family person, but I also like having that kind of freedom and growing up, because you do learn a lot in college about yourself, and, you know, what's right and wrong, you just grow up a lot, and so I like that, and you get to meet a lot of friends, and you make mistakes, and they're your own mistakes, and you kind of learn from them, so I like that too.
So you said you're like a family person. Is being at college, not with your family, difficult?
Yes, but I also live in Owasso, Tulsa area, so I don't usually do go home.
It's not too far.
It's not too far, so it's like a good distance from home, but I'm still a way to be my own person, you know?
That's cool.
But yeah, I do miss being home and having them, because it's always fun with them, but I do miss them, yeah.
So did you play any sports in high school or do anything?
I did, you should say basketball?
Yeah.
Okay. I did basketball.
Okay. Like, what, was your team any good?
So I've been playing since I was little,
Mm-hmm.
and I played club every summer, and, did everything up until high school.
So you were, crazy about it?
Yes, did it all the time. My whole family played it. My grandpa, aunts, uncles, all of us did it. And senior year, haven't tore anything, haven't broke anything. No. And senior year, I tear my ACL. And it was against Edmond Santa Fe in the Skytech gym. Vividly remember that. And I was a post player, and so they passed me the ball down low, and I was going up to shoot, and they, both hit me from the side, so I went down. The trainer came into the game, and I was holding my knee, up to my stomach. I was on the floor, and my kneecap was on the side of my knee, and she had to pull my leg out, and it, just popped back in. And so after that, it was fine. I felt good, you know? The pain was over. And so I got up, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to play now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it hurt. Because it was, I couldn't, straighten my knee out, you know? It was no possible way. And so she, stretched it out and, clicked back, and I heard it. And so after that, I was fine, you know? It didn't seem like I tore anything else. And so I got up, and I was like, okay, I'm, ready to go. And they're like, no, you need to go checked out. You need to go get checked out.
So you wanted to keep playing?
Yes. Because, after that, I was fine. I didn't really think I tore anything. And so my mom was like, no, we're going to get x-rays. And so we went and got x-rays. And he, bent my knee and twisted all around. I guess that's what they do to, see if your ACL is torn, because they can, do some tests. And so he, bent it and did everything around. No, it didn't hurt. And he was like, this doesn't hurt? And I was like, no. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. Pressed, moved, did yoga, everything with my legs. And I was like, no, it doesn't hurt at all. And they took x-rays, and they're like, yeah, no, nothing, you're good. And I was like, okay, I'm fine. And then my mom was like, I still want you to, get back into it, because, you did, your kneecap is still really loose. And so I did physical therapy for about a month or so. And
was physical therapy hard?
I was also in basketball shape, so it wasn't, bad. I mean, I ran, but that knee was definitely weaker, because it was still loose. And so I did a lot of squats. I did a lot of jumping. Strengthen it back up, so it's pop out again. But yeah, I did that, and then my first day back to practice, they released me, and they're like, okay, you're good, go back to practice. I was a little nervous, just because last time I played, that happened.
But you were kind of excited, too.
I was excited, too, though, but I had my brace and everything, and I had, a little hole, and held everything together, so I shoved that thing on, and I went back in and played, and I was in the defensive position, and I, slid. And that's when I just, felt it, just, you know, it was just, a ripple, and it just, broke. And I was like, crap. But I, fell to the floor, and I went out, and my coach was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I really think I tore it this time."
Yeah.
And so my mom came. Well, actually, I drove home, and I told my mom, like, I really think I did it this time. So she was like, "Okay, let's go get X-rays." So we went and got X-rays, and they came in, and they're like, "Yeah, you tore it," which is weird because, like, it was torn, but it wasn't all the way torn. So there's just a weird case. And he was like, "Yeah, you tore it. I'm so sorry." And I'm starting to cry. Mom was like, "Oh my gosh, again! Like, I have to go through this all." But yeah, so that happened, and they were like, "You can either keep playing on it, which you can because people are done, or you can just go ahead and get surgery." And I was like, "Let's just do the surgery. Let's just get over it because I don't want to do that to myself."
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just gonna hurt too much. And so I went and got surgery about a week later, and.
How did that make you feel?
I was a little nervous. I was really nervous the night before just because I've never had a big surgery. Well, I had eye surgery when I was little, but that's it.
That's not comparable to
well,
knee surgery.
I was super young too, so I don't remember. But first time having an IV, first time
so
being in a hospital. This was like a big first surgery for me. So I got a big numbing block in my upper thigh and didn't really remember anything after that. Woke up.
Did that kind of like freak you out how you didn't feel that?
Yes, because I thought I would, just like, I was like, that's a huge needle. I think I'm going to feel a little of it. And they were like, "No, you're not going to feel it. You're fine." And they like gave me anesthesia. And I went under, woke up, my leg was like heavy.
Yeah, it's like dead weight.
It really was. And I was like, "Oh my God, this hurts." And they had me on painkillers, and I was super hot, really like sick when I woke up. And all my family was there crying around me, and I was like, "Okay."
Did that overwhelm you?
Yes, I got really hot, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to back up for just a second."
Yeah.
And so then I don't really know how I got from the hospital to the car.
Yeah.
And after that, it was just on the couch watching TV for days, weeks, and not being able to move. Getting up, like, taking forever, getting my crutches, making sure I don't fall over and split my stitches open. Showering was hard. Going to the bathroom was hard. Everything was hard, and it was just hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've torn my ACL twice.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I didn't do it when I was in high school and playing, but doing it, or tearing it twice in college is...
Yeah, I was about to say that's not
a whole different level of...
Especially in college, like, walking around and, like...
Yeah.
Everything being so far apart. Yeah, I need to have your parents there, so.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. But I remember, like, when I was going back for surgery and getting my nerve blocked, like, people say, like, you won't be able to feel it, but it's my leg.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can kind of feel a little bit of it.
Yeah, but I remember that needle being huge.
I mean, long. They were like, "Okay, here's the block." And I was like, okay. Wow, just don't let me look.
Yeah, and then it was a dead weight, and I couldn't feel it at all.
Yeah, waking up, you're like, "Oh my gosh." And you look at your scar later, and it's just like a little slit. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, wow.
I went through a lot to get that
little scar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was therapy afterwards?
At first, I was super timid, just like, I was like, I don't want to split, I still had my stitches in.
Yes.
And so I was like, I'm not going to split my stitches open. And
so we'll have to go through this all again.
Right. And so I didn't know that, like, because that was my first surgery, so I was like, okay, everything's going to be held together. My mom kept telling me, like, it's not going to break open, Carter. Like, you're going to be fine. And I had to, ride the little bike,
Yes.
And the first, like, couple times, I think I went 3 times a week. And I just, like, couldn't get that full rotation. I would just stop and then backpedal. And she was like, "I'm going to need you to, like, give a little progress." And I'm like, I don't want my leg to bust open again. Yeah. And she was like, "It's not going to."
It's such a mental thing.
It really is. And I'm like, I can see it literally inside my knee. It's going to bust open. And then I got my stitches out that next day, or like that next week. And I came back and I was like, okay, I'm good now. Like, it's not going to pop open.
Not being able to make that full circle, did that stress you out?
Yeah, because especially, like, riding a bike is so simple. Like, you don't think about it on a daily, and not being able to do that. And I was like, what the heck?
Like, why can't I do this? Yeah.
But it's also so weird, like, how your muscles work and how everything affects something else. But after I got my stitches out, I started to do the bike, and then every day after therapy, I remember this, we had to see how far I could pull my leg up.
Oh, yeah.
And she had to measure, and the first time, I was like, wow, this is gonna hurt. And so I, like, pulled it up, and she has a little band to, like, help you. And it just feels stiff. Like, it's not gonna go any farther, so please don't push it. Yeah. But she was like, it can go farther, I promise, like, it's not gonna hurt. And I was like, it does hurt. But I only had one bad day in therapy where she was like, okay, you didn't make it. Like, I'm going to need to push. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so she had to push, and I, like, started crying in therapy. And my mom was like, it's okay, you just have to work a little harder. So I started doing it at home a lot more, you know, just, like, every night, just pull it up.
Oh, yeah.
And ever since, like, after that, I was made it past my thing. I just had to pull myself. I was like, give me a minute. I'm like, I would rather pull it myself than you pull it, you know?
I think that makes a huge difference if, like, I'm doing it versus someone else.
Yeah, because I'm like, I can feel my own, like, but if you're doing it, I'm like, I can't tell you to stop.
Yeah.
So that was good, and then it was just weird because my right leg was always stronger, and then my left leg is just like, you could tell it just a huge difference, like, especially muscle, like, after a long time. But yeah, doing squats, running. Gosh, the first time I ran, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted.
It's difficult.
And I also ran a little weird the first time. She was like, don't run weird.
It's like it's almost like you're, like, galloping. Because you, like...
Well, I was just like, I don't want to, like, land on my knee weird. And she was like, heel to toe, just run. And that brace, too, was, like, a big, so it was, like, rubbing my legs together, and it wasn't fun. So the first time running, it was a little weird.
It's almost like you have to, like, reteach yourself to, like...
You really do.
Like, move all of your muscles
and I
again.
just kind of had to be like, okay, you're just running. Like, don't think about it. You're just running normal.
It's not
Nothing
that difficult.
happened. Yeah, and she just had to keep reminding me of that. And then squats. And I got really tired doing squats just because I wasn't in basketball shape, and I just did nothing for a good month and a half. And so getting back into shape was hard. Yeah. Very hard. So
I know for, like, me and when I tore it both times, it was just like if I couldn't make the full circle, or if I couldn't bend my knee, or if I couldn't run, or whatever it was, I got, like, super stressed, and I was like, Olivia, like, why can't you do this? Like, this is so simple.
It's easy.
Yeah. And, like, even to this day, like, doing, like, box jumps, I still can't do because that's such a mental thing.
I don't even do box jumps because I see people doing them. I'm like, I can literally see your ACL tearing right now. Like, I'll do little ones, like, where they're low to the ground, but, like, those big ones where people do, that's not even good for your knees, I don't think.
I agree.
But I watch them, I'm like, that just looks painful. Yeah. No, I don't do those.
You said you, like, when you watch people, if you, like, see someone, like, kind of, like, fall in the wrong way, or, like, anything, does that just make you cringe?
Yes.
Because it does me.
No, it does me too. Watching basketball, and one of my friends plays soccer, and so I go watch her sometimes, and just, like, that sport in particular, just, like, moving and kicking and stopping,
Does it give you, like, so much anxiety?
It kind of hurts my knee, too. It, like, hurts the scar. And I'm like, I can feel your pain, kind of. But, yeah, that. And then, also when it's, like, about to rain or something, I, like, feel a little, like, you know, I can kind of tell in my knee that something is, like, about to happen, which is kind of weird. But,
nope, I get that.
It's just, like, a little tingle. But, yeah, watching people, even, like, boxing and stuff, how they, like, flex and pull everything back, and, it kind of freaks me out, so.
I get it completely.
It's not fun.
No, it's definitely not. Definitely not. Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome. It's fun.